Today, we are starting our unit on geometry, and we are beginning with area. And in particular, we are beginning with area of rectangles and parallelograms. Now, what is area? I want you to think about an area rug. Say, for instance, if you have tile in your bathroom or in your living room or even in your bedroom or wood floors, what you do with an area rug is cover that area. That is what area is. It's the amount of squares that cover a surface. And we say squares because we end up using square units. So that's kind of an important thing. Now, to find the area of something, how many squares will cover an area, you take the length and the width and you multiply them. So right here we have the width, and right here we have the length. And we use a formula. And the formula is area equals length times width. Now, if you notice, I have our little equivalent sign here, and it says area equals B times H. Those two are very equivalent, but what we do is we change the wording for length to base. And guess what? If this is the base, this can also be considered the base because it's a rectangle. We know these are both parallel, number one, and we also know that they're both the same length. It's a rectangle. And we change the word width to height. And we know also that these are the same length and they are also parallel. So we're going to be using this formula, area equals base times height. But it is not wrong to use the formula area equals length times width. That is just something for you to know, but since we're going to be using a lot of base times height, we're going to just go ahead and use it with our rectangle. Now, right here, we have the width or height, let's stick with height, equals 3, and the base equals 6. Now, if you notice right here, do you notice that I have a little square here? Well, that square indicates that this is a 90-degree angle. That symbol means angle. It also is called a right angle. Well, when you form a right angle, you end up with your height. It's going to be very important when you see this with a parallelogram. So with our rectangle, let's go ahead and solve for the area. Now, what I do is I first have to write down my formula. Always write down your formula. Then we're going to plug in the numbers, and I say area equals base is 6. Remember to put your multiplication sign in because VH means to multiply, and area equals 18. Now, we said how many squares cover the surface. So we don't know what the units are. We don't know if it's 6 feet, 6 meters, 6 inches, 6 centimeters, etc. So we would say units. And here's the fun part. This means squared. So remember when we were doing exponents and we would have the base and have a number 2 and it would be squared? It's because it's 2 dimensions. The 2 dimensions are base and height, so there's 2 numbers, so we call it square units. Isn't that interesting how that works? So we label with square units or units squared. Now remember, if it was centimeters, it would be centimeters squared. If it was meters, squared. If it was inches, squared. Now, and also they have to be the same units. You cannot have inches for 6 and 3 feet. You have to convert. We'll continue on with that, don't worry. Okay. Now, let's take a look at a parallelogram. What is a parallelogram? Well, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral. Quad means 4, so it is a 4-sided figure. A 4-sided two-dimensional figure. So again, a rectangle is two-dimensional, and so is a parallelogram. A parallelogram has two sets of parallel sides. What does parallel mean? Well, I take a look at those L's, and this helps me determine what parallel means. Parallel means when I have two lines that are the same distance apart, and that will never touch if they went on for an eternity, for an infinity. So that's what parallel means. Now, as I made these marks here to indicate that these were the same length, I have made those here as well. These two marks mean that these two dimensions are exactly the same. These two marks and these two marks, those lines on the blue, mean that those two sides are exactly the same. So it's kind of like it's a smushed down rectangle. Now, I also want you to know that quadrilateral is a four-sided figure, and there's two sets of parallel sides. Well, just think about it. A rectangle is also a parallelogram because it qualifies because it has two sets of parallel sides, and it's got it's a four-sided figure. Same thing with a square. So these are also parallelograms, and that is why length times width can also be base times height. Now, if you notice, I drew a dotted line here. That dotted line indicates my height. How do I find my height? I go to the vertex. The vertex is where two lines meet and form a point. There is a point here, even though you might not see it. And I draw a straight line down. I drew a dotted line because I want you to make sure that you know that this is where the height is. And then there is a 90-degree angle, so that means it's the height, just like I had here. Height means 90-degree angle. So let's write that down too. Height equals a 90-degree angle, also known as a right angle. Now, we need to figure out what the area is. So this is the base, and this is the height. Do I use, if I were to be given dimensions of this, because this is a nice little tricky thing that oftentimes you'll see, you will have the dimensions, say this is 5 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters, and this is 9 centimeters. Now, when you're to find the area of this, we only need two dimensions. Well, we can't use this because it's not the height. Notice, here's my 90-degree angle. This is greater than 90. That's smaller than 90. So I would not use this one here. I would use my height and my base. No, not to find area. So what do? Just like I did before. Area equals base times height. Area equals 9 times 5. Area equals 45 centimeters. Two dimensions squared. And that, my friends, is area.